Do you ever feel like life is slipping through your fingers, no matter how hard you try to hold on? It's not your fault. Hidden energy drains are robbing your strength, focus, and happiness. Let's uncover them and reclaim your power. Energy isn't just about how much sleep you get or how many cups of coffee you drink. It's about the invisible currents that fuel every part of your life. Your work, relationships, dreams, and even your health. When you're full of energy, you can take on the world. But when it's gone, even the smallest tasks feel like mountains. Here's the hard truth. Most people don't lose energy because they're lazy or unmotivated. They lose energy because of hidden drains that silently steal their vitality every single day. Imagine trying to fill a bucket with water, only to discover it's riddled with holes. That's your life when you're battling these energy drains. And trust me, these aren't just little inconveniences. Left unchecked, they can derail your dreams, destroy your confidence, and leave you feeling stuck in a cycle of exhaustion and frustration. But here's the good news. You have the power to identify and eliminate these energy drains. It's not magic. It's clarity and action. What we're about to uncover isn't taught in schools or handed out in self-help books. These insights are rooted in timeless wisdom, blended with modern strategies from neuroscience and psychology. This is the kind of knowledge that people pay thousands of dollars for in private coaching sessions. So, here's my promise to you. By the end of this, you'll not only recognize the 5 biggest energy drains in your life, but you'll also have actionable steps to eliminate them. You'll walk away feeling empowered, rejuvenated, and ready to take charge of your future. Because let's face it, your energy isn't just about getting through today. It's about creating the life you've always dreamed of. And that starts right now. Number 1, toxic relationships. Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling completely drained, like someone sucked the life right out of you? That's the power of toxic relationships. They don't just take your time, they rob you of your energy, joy, and confidence. Here's the thing. Not every relationship is meant to last. Some people come into your life as blessings while others are lessons. And the hardest truth of all, some relationships are flat out poison. They're the silent energy thieves that leave you questioning your worth and doubting your potential. Toxic relationships come in many forms. The criticizer, the person who always finds fault in everything you do, making you feel like nothing you accomplish is ever good enough. The manipulator, someone who twists situations to their advantage, leaving you feeling used and confused. The energy vampire, they don't respect boundaries and drain your emotional reserves with constant negativity and demands. What's the cost of keeping these relationships? Chronic stress, decreased focus, and a growing sense of burnout. And science backs this up. Research shows that toxic interactions increase cortisol levels, the stress hormone that drains both your mental and physical energy. But here's where things get powerful. You have the right to protect your peace. You have the right to walk away from people who harm your mental and emotional well-being. Setting boundaries isn't selfish, it's essential. So how do you deal with toxic relationships? 1, identify them. Pay attention to how people make you feel after spending time with them. Do they energize you or exhaust you? 2, set clear boundaries. Be firm but kind. It might mean saying no more often or limiting how much access they have to you. 3, choose your circle wisely. Surround yourself with people who inspire, encourage, and support you. Remember, as Jim Rohn said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Here's a challenge for you. Take a piece of paper and write down the names of the 5 people you interact with most. Next to each name, write a plus sign if they energize you and a minus sign if they drain you. Be honest. Then ask yourself, who deserves a seat at my table? When you start removing the toxic people in your life, you'll be amazed at how much lighter, freer, and more focused you feel. Your energy will return, and with it, your confidence to chase the life you truly deserve. Number 2, neglecting your health. Energy isn't just a mental game, it's deeply tied to your physical body. Neglecting your health is one of the fastest ways to drain your energy reserves. Yet, in our busy, fast-paced lives, how often do we push our well-being to the back burner thinking, "I'll deal with it later"? Here's the truth. Your body is the vessel for everything you want to accomplish in life. If you don't take care of it, it can't carry you where you want to go. Imagine trying to drive a car that hasn't had an oil change in years. Eventually, it's going to break down. Let's break down the 3 most common ways we neglect our health and how they drain our energy. 1. Poor nutrition. What you put into your body directly impacts your energy levels. Processed foods, excessive sugar, and empty calories give you quick highs, but leave you crashing harder than ever. Ancient wisdom tells us, "Let food be thy medicine," and modern science confirms this. Foods rich in vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats fuel your brain and body for optimal performance. Start small. Replace one unhealthy snack a day with something nutrient-dense, like almonds, berries, or a green smoothie. Over time, these small changes will compound into noticeable energy boosts. 2. Lack of movement. Sedentary lifestyles are an epidemic in today's world. Sitting for hours drains your energy, tightens your muscles, and slows your metabolism. Movement, on the other hand, is a natural energy booster. Exercise releases endorphins, improves circulation, and helps your brain function at its peak. You don't need to spend hours at the gym. Start with 10 minutes of walking, stretching, or yoga each day. Consistency is more important than intensity when you're building the habit. 3. Ignoring rest and recovery. We live in a culture that glorifies hustle, but sleep is non-negotiable. Skipping sleep isn't just unhealthy, it's counterproductive. Sleep is when your body repairs itself, your brain consolidates memories, and your energy gets replenished. Commit to a bedtime routine. Dim the lights, put your phone on airplane mode, and give yourself at least 30 minutes to wind down before sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours each night. Your future self will thank you. Neglecting your health isn't just about losing energy, it's about losing time. Poor health robs you of years you could spend chasing your dreams, loving your family, and living fully. Your health is the foundation of everything. When you treat your body well, your energy will soar, and so will your ability to achieve greatness. Number 3. Overcommitment and lack of boundaries. Have you ever felt like your to-do list is a mile long, and no matter how much you get done, it never feels like enough? Overcommitment is one of the biggest silent killers of energy. It's not just about being busy, it's about being stretched too thin to focus on what truly matters. In today's world, saying yes has become second nature. Yes to extra work assignments, yes to social events you don't enjoy, yes to responsibilities that aren't even yours to bear. And before you know it, your calendar is full, your energy is gone, and you're left wondering why you feel so drained. Why do people overcommit? 1. Fear of disappointing others. Many of us say yes because we're afraid of letting someone down. 2. Desire to prove ourselves. We overcommit in an attempt to show how capable or valuable we are. 3. Lack of clarity on priorities. When you don't know what truly matters to you, everything feels equally urgent. But here's the reality. Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. That no might be your rest, your peace of mind, or even time with loved ones. Setting boundaries isn't about being selfish. It's about protecting your energy so you can give your best to the things that matter most. Think of boundaries as a fence around your garden. Without them, weeds, in this case unnecessary commitments, will overtake the flowers, your goals and passions. Here's how to start. 1. Learn to say no gracefully. You don't have to explain or justify. A simple, "I'd love to help, but I can't take that on right now," is enough. 2. Prioritize ruthlessly. Ask yourself, Does this align with my long-term goals and values? If the answer is no, it's okay to let it go. 3. Schedule time for yourself. Block out time on your calendar for rest, hobbies, or just doing nothing. Treat it like any other important appointment. Overcommitment doesn't just drain your energy, it steals your joy. Life isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters. When you stop trying to please everyone and start honoring your own boundaries, you'll find that your energy multiplies. You'll have the mental clarity and physical stamina to pour into what truly matters: your goals, your passions, and your loved ones. Take 5 minutes right now and look at your calendar for the week ahead. Identify one thing you can say no to or reschedule to create more breathing room. Just one change can start a ripple effect of renewed energy and focus. Energy drain number 4, negative self-talk and limiting beliefs. Let's get real. What's the story you tell yourself about who you are and what you're capable of? If that story is filled with negativity and self-doubt, you're draining your energy faster than anything else ever could. Negative self-talk is the silent saboteur. It creeps in when you make a mistake, whispering, "You're not good enough." It shows up when you're about to take a risk, convincing you you're going to fail. And over time, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. The truth, your thoughts shape your reality. If you constantly feed yourself thoughts of inadequacy, fear, and failure, you're programming your mind to believe them. It's like planting weeds in your mental garden and then wondering why nothing beautiful grows. Every time you engage in self-doubt or harsh inner dialogue, you're using up mental energy that could be spent solving problems, chasing goals, or simply enjoying life. It's exhausting to constantly battle your own inner critic. The good news is you can take control of your narrative. Here's how. 1. Practice self-awareness. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. When you catch yourself thinking negatively, stop and challenge it. Ask yourself, is this thought true? Is it helpful? 2. Replace negativity with positivity. For every negative thought, counter it with 2 positive affirmations. For example, replace "I can't do this" with "I've faced challenges before and overcome them. I can handle this too." 3. Surround yourself with positivity. The people and content you consume matter. Follow uplifting voices, read inspiring books, and connect with those who build you up. Think about this. Every great achievement in history started with belief. Thomas Edison didn't invent the light bulb by telling himself it was impossible. Oprah Winfrey didn't build an empire by doubting her worth. The common thread among all successful people is their ability to believe in themselves, even when the odds were against them. You have that same power within you. When you change the way you speak to yourself, you change what you're capable of. For the next 24 hours, write down every negative thought that crosses your mind. At the end of the day, rewrite each one as a positive statement. This simple exercise can be the first step toward transforming your inner dialogue. The last energy drain I will be talking about today. The fear of change is uncomfortable. It forces us to step out of the familiar and into the unknown. Yet staying stuck in a place that no longer serves you is one of the biggest energy drains of all. The fear of change can keep you clinging to toxic habits, environments, or mindsets simply because they feel safe. But here's the truth. Nothing grows in a comfort zone. It's like planting a tree in a pot that's too small. The roots have no space to expand, and eventually, growth stops. If you're holding on to fear, you're holding yourself back from a life that could be infinitely better. Here's why people fear change. 1. Fear of failure. We're afraid to take the leap because we might fall. 2. Fear of judgment. We worry about what others will think if we try something new and it doesn't work out. 3. Fear of uncertainty. Not knowing what lies ahead can feel paralyzing. But here's the thing. Every great transformation begins with discomfort. Growth requires courage, and courage doesn't mean the absence of fear. It means acting in spite of it. Here's how you overcome the fear of change. 1. Start small. Change doesn't have to be a giant leap. Take one small step toward your goal every day. Small actions build momentum. 2. Reframe failure. Instead of fearing failure, see it as feedback. Every mistake is a lesson that brings you closer to success. 3. Visualize the outcome. Focus on the rewards of change, not the discomfort. Imagine the life you want, and let that vision motivate you to act. Now, I want to leave you with this challenge. What's one change you've been putting off because of fear? Write it down. Then commit to taking one step toward that change today, no matter how small. Progress, not perfection, is what matters. Remember, your energy is your most valuable resource. It's the key to achieving your dreams, living a fulfilled life, and making an impact on the world. Don't let these energy drains rob you of your potential. If this message resonated with you, let's keep this journey going. Hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share it with someone you know who needs this right now. Together, we can create a community of people who refuse to settle for less than their best lives.